I'm Maria, and today we're going to discuss if Webflow or WordPress is better for your next website. These days, there's no shortage of options to help you get your website up and running. However, picking the right one can be tough. This is especially true if you're deliberating between two major players, such as Webflow versus WordPress. In this video, we hope to make this choice a little easier. By comparing Webflow versus WordPress in a few key areas, you can figure out which is most suited to meet your needs. But before we get too far, I want to let you know that there will be links to more resources in the video's description. And remember, subscribe and ring that bell to get future notifications for helpful content. Now, when choosing between Webflow and WordPress, which one is better for your next site? User-friendliness is central to website building. After all, struggling with the platform can take precious time away from creating your site. Webflow offers an impressive array of setup resources. For example, you'll get access to Webflow University. This will provide you with a series of courses, boot camps, and videos to get your website off the ground. Webflow has also tried to simplify the setup process. Upon launch, you'll get a walkthrough in the form of a setup wizard. This crash course will probably equip you enough to start navigating the interface. Unfortunately, it may not be enough to familiarize you with all the key elements. The layout is busy with a dizzying array of options. If you're feeling a bit intimidated, don't panic. Even an experienced designer will probably need some time to get acclimated to this interface. You might need a lot longer if you're relatively new to the game. WordPress's famous 5-minute setup process is a formidable feature. All you need to do is enter a few pieces of information and you're on your way. Nevertheless, using WordPress means you'll need to seek out your own hosting provider. By contrast, hosting is a built-in feature with Webflow. You'll have more choices if you use WordPress, but finding your best fit can take some time. Once you're done with these initial tasks, you'll be ready to dive into the dashboard. We have already shown you how Webflow is a bit complicated. By comparison, WordPress's simplified layout may be a breath of fresh air. When it comes to extensibility, it's hard to beat WordPress. A huge variety of plugins and themes mean you can tailor your site to serve almost any purpose. However, this also means you'll have to learn the unique ins and outs of each edition. Webflow comes complete with a dedicated forum. This functions as an easy way for you to get in touch with other users about questions you might have. It also enables you to search Webflow University for any specific content you're trying to find. You'll also find the Show and Tell section here. This is a place where you can show off the work you've done with the platform. It can also be a source of inspiration from creatives across all different genres. If you prefer professional support, Webflow comes with customer service. You can reach out to its team and receive email support on weekdays. This is especially useful if you have any questions about your pricing plan. As open source software, WordPress lacks official support options. However, this platform does offer a variety of different resources you can rely on. These cover almost every skill level, from seasoned designers to those still learning the WordPress ropes. One reason for this is the fact that WordPress is open source. This means all of its code is publicly available. Moreover, it also means that you can edit or repurpose that code in any way you want. One of Webflow's greatest advantages is its templates. These are pre-made sites designed by development professionals. This means they're optimized for performance as well as aesthetics. However, you're still free to edit the templates as needed. As a result, you can build a highly customized website without having to create the base or worry about the background code. You could even change it minimally if you're looking for a quick start. The editing process is made a bit easier with the visual editor. The results are largely what you see is what you get, meaning there's less need to switch between the editing screen and your previews. You also have a large selection of choices within this editor. You can change nearly everything: layouts, spacing, texts, mobile layouts, and more. As long as you're willing to put the time in, it's a virtual sandbox. It's also worth noting that you can create collections. Collections are reusable content that you can store in a database for future use. Thus, it's an easy way to streamline your work across different areas of your site. If you're comparing Webflow versus WordPress, the visual editor should be a primary consideration. That's because WordPress doesn't quite use the same approach as Webflow. Instead of a front-end page editor, it uses something called the block editor. This module-based system is fairly easy to use. Each piece of content exists as its own block and can be individually edited and moved. However, it's not quite as visual as Webflow's editor. You'll need to invest in a page building plugin to get that effect. The block editing system is also present within WordPress widget sections. These are small functional elements that can be placed on specific parts of your site. It's a simple way to add consistency in areas such as sidebars, headers, and footers. In terms of pre-made designs, WordPress offers an impressive collection of themes. You can choose between free and paid options that cover an exhaustive range of niches. These themes are also extremely flexible. You can either edit the code directly or use WordPress's built-in system for an easier approach. Webflow is more of an all-in-one solution than WordPress. That means it also comes with a variety of tools to help you achieve optimal SEO as quickly as possible. For example, the platform is built around creating mobile-friendly pages. This metric is critical to placing high in search rankings. Not to mention the benefits to your visitors. Webflow also takes a variety of other measures, including auto-generated and submitted sitemaps, clean, lightweight code to better appeal to site crawlers, lightweight construction to ensure faster load speeds. All of this together means you probably won't have to worry too much about back-end SEO. On the other hand, you're ceding control over this important element and must rely on the optimizations Webflow makes for you. By default, WordPress comes with a smaller set of SEO tools. The base code was designed with smooth performance in mind. However, if you change that code, which is one of the main appeals of WordPress, you could lose that benefit. However, WordPress can also help you take more control over your search rankings, thanks to the many add-on tools that are available. Plugins like Yoast SEO and All-in-One SEO can help you boost this key metric by optimizing your content for keywords, adding metadata for search engine bots, and more. It's also worth noting that it can be easier to migrate a WordPress site. This matters because moving your site can harm its SEO if you're not careful. Fortunately, if you've chosen high-quality managed WordPress hosting, you can almost certainly rely on your provider to perform this task for you. E-commerce is built directly into the Webflow engine. All you need to do is activate an extension and integrate your shipping services. From there, it's just a matter of designing your site. However, here's where Webflow versus WordPress starts to differ quite a bit. If you're using Webflow, you'll have fewer options for payment processors. These will come with a standard Webflow fee. And that's on top of whatever fees you're paying the gateways and shipping companies. Since Webflow hosts its sites, you'll need to select a pricing plan. At the filming of this video, these plans could be paid for monthly and start at $29 per month. There are cheaper site plans available, but if you want an e-commerce plan that will enable users to buy products on your site, you'll need to opt for the premium options. WordPress's open source nature doesn't only make it flexible, it also makes it free. All you have to do is download the software to get started. However, this doesn't account for other site costs. You'll need to pay for a variety of other elements that are included in Webflow's plans by default, including unmanaged or managed WordPress hosting, as well as a domain name. When it comes to e-commerce, the most popular option for WordPress users is WooCommerce. While there are going to be fees associated with payment portals, credit cards, and shipping, WooCommerce itself is free. It may take a bit more setup than Webflow, but it can also end up being cheaper in the long run. There's no single answer to which is the best platform out of Webflow versus WordPress. Each system has its own set of benefits, downsides, and unique attributes. Fortunately, understanding how they differ in a few crucial areas can make your decision easier. What about you? Are you Team Webflow or Team WordPress? Let us know in the comments section below. Kinsta's WordPress hosting can speed up your website by up to 200%, and you'll get 24/7 support from our expert WordPress engineers. Let us show you the Kinsta difference. Try a free demo of our My Kinsta dashboard at demo.kinsta.com. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials, explainers, and helpful content like this.